меня голос охрип.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. All troops deployed! Smash them!
Yo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the video, and today we're gonna be doing a Lesley tutorial. So I'm gonna teach you how to use Lesley, so let's get right to it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you what emblem we're going to use. So the emblem that I'm going to use is the marksman emblem. So this is the talent page that I'm going with. I want to choose the bravery, and I also want to choose the doom. You can either choose either one of these, but the best one, in my opinion, would be these two, Electro Flash and Weakness Finder. But right now, I'm still using these two. I want to optimize the damage as much as possible. So we have the physical attack bonus and also the critical damage bonus. So you want to have a lot of damage, especially because I'm a marksman. I need to have a lot of damage so I can really deal damage, whether it's a tank, whether it's other mages or other marksmen. I need to be the one that's dealing the most damage. So the next one, I'm gonna teach you what spells I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna be using the Flicker. So the reason I'm using Flicker is I want to escape whenever there's a lot of enemies pursuing me, or someone is pursuing me. I will be able to escape as quick as possible. And also when during clashes, you don't want to be in the middle of the clash. So you want to go either to the side or you want to go behind the tank. So the Flicker is really useful when doing a clash. And you can also use Sprint for that, but I highly recommend Flicker. Okay, let's start. For the equipment build, I'm gonna be using the Burst. I want to deal a lot of damage, especially my first skill. So you can spam the first skill. And for the skills, I'm gonna be leveling up the first skill and the last skill, and I want to leave the second skill at the first stage. So the second skill is quite useful as well. So whenever there's an enemy close by or just an inch away from you, you're gonna use your second skill to blow them away and then hit them with a basic attack, and then you use your first skill to get another critical hit. So for the boots, I'm gonna be using the Swift boots for higher attack speed. You can also use a magic shoes for a lesser cooldown. So I'm gonna teach you how to use the passive more effectively. So once the passive is active, you want to use it, and then you're gonna use the first skill to add more damage. So that's 2 critical hits. So when you're using the marksman, you really need to farm more often. You really need to get gold, you need to get items as quick as possible, and you need to be the highest level among your teammates. And when there's a clash, you try to help them from afar. Don't go directly because you're really soft, you don't have a lot of defense. So the way I'm using the first skill is I'm using it also so I can move freely, I can move faster and switch lanes quickly. So don't worry about spamming your first skill. It only has around 4 to 6 seconds of cooldown depending on the items you're going to use. So when dealing with towers also, you want to utilize your passive and then your first skill. So you have double damage. So when you're using a marksman, your hands really need to be fast so you can react fast. And you need to be aware of your surroundings all the time, because an enemy can jump out at anywhere, anytime. So either you use your first skill or your second skill, you're gonna get a critical hit on your next shot, your next basic attack. So that's why I'm trying to use both skills more often. So I'm trying to spam, and you don't need to worry about mana because your mana will regain every time you hit a basic attack. And it regains really quickly also. So he's really far, so I'm gonna use my last skill to have extra damage. So that's how you use the last skill. So the way I'm using my last skill is I want to hit the enemies. If I want to hit the enemies and they're already quite far, I'm gonna use the last skill. so they won't be able to escape. So Lesley is quite hard, and at the same time it's also quite easy to use, if that makes sense to use. So all you have to do is just spam the first skill, so you can do a lot of damage and just keep your distance from other enemies. So you want to clash with your allies, but you want to stay behind at all times. So to be able to be an effective marksman, you're gonna need a good tank with you. A strategy that most marksmen use is called the funneling, so I want to have most of the kills so I can get more gold and farm up quickly. And another thing is, when you're using a marksman, you're going to need to farm the red buff. This is the bottom buff, so the stalled buff. So that buff is intended for the marksman, and the blue one or the purple one is intended for mages. So you want to keep a buff most of the time if you can, and then when there's clash, you always try to help from behind, of course. So another thing is, your first skill can reach the tower. Also, your passive skill can reach the tower. So I just got the most important item for the marksman, which is the Berserker Fury. So once you have that, you're gonna deal more critical damage. And pretty much when you have the Berserker Fury and the Blade of Despair, you can pretty much kill almost anyone.
Victory!
So here I'm the MVP. So of course you need to be the MVP when you're using the marksman. You want to have the most kills, you want to have the most assists. So I have 16 kills. I have the same kills as Kimi, but I have more assists than Kimi, so that's why I'm the MVP. I have more assists because I was able to involve myself more during the clash, so I'm always there whenever there's a clash. I try to help my teammates out in killing and dealing damage. I also minimize my deaths because of my flicker and also my second skill. I can escape whenever I can because I have two escape methods, so I can escape, I can attack whenever I can. So that's how you use a Lesley. You want to attack when you're from afar, and when you're close you want to escape. So you just need to have fast hands whenever you need to escape. You also need to be able to farm as quickly as possible, beginning in the early game until the end game. You need to. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, click that notification bell for more videos coming soon. And if you have other suggestions, guys, make sure to leave a comment down below so I can make other guides on other heroes you want to learn. And until next time, peace.
Why do you wanna end? Was it real or just pretend? Tell me, why do you wanna end? Was he really just a friend?